Kingdom Come Deliverance is a role-playing game with a heavy emphasis on simulation. The game takes place during the Dark Ages in Bohemia, nowadays known as the Czech Republic. After years of pitching to publishers, the game was finally funded through crowdfunding on Kickstarter. What we got a couple of years later is a gorgeous-looking open-world role-playing game that's great, refreshing, beautiful, but not perfect.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done. Wait, what's this? You've been at that sword play again, haven't you?
You start the game as Henry, the son of a blacksmith. You get to level up your skills by working, fighting, crafting, and much more. On your adventure, you'll find or buy new and better weapons, armor, and clothes. This all sounds very traditional, right? Kingdom Come added something interesting though. If you wear fancy clothes, people will respect you and look up to you. They might even help you out with a thing or two.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
Are you wearing armor? Then it's easier to intimidate people. This stuff goes pretty deep, because when you're covered in blood, people might think you're a murderer and accuse you of things you didn't do. Taking good care of your Henry sure is important and adds to the fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a medieval life simulator. If you play games like DayZ, you're familiar with the way this works. Your character will get hungry, thirsty, and sleepy. When he's wounded, you need to make sure he gets a bandage. Food you find will only be edible for a certain amount of time. After that, it goes bad and you can die of food poisoning.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you.
This is really interesting and not as intrusive as it is in DayZ. It adds an extra layer of depth for fans of RPG. You can play this RPG any way you want, as a good guy or a thief. But if you steal, make sure nobody sees it. And if nobody sees it, don't sell the goods to someone who knew the person you stole from.
Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
You're the son of a simple blacksmith. You can't read and will have to find someone to teach you that. Henry knows little about life. He can't really ride a horse properly, he can't sword fight or use a bow and arrow. You need to learn to survive in times of war, and you can only do that by practicing. It really makes this role-playing game even more of a simulation, and that's not a bad thing. If you can't win a fight, start practicing and come back later.
If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well? See, I lure you.
If you played for honor, you will understand how combat works in Kingdom Come Deliverance. There are 5 directions to strike with your sword, and you can stab. By timing, dodging, blocking, you can wait for the perfect moment to attack. A stamina bar prevents you from button bashing. One-on-one combat works excellent, but fighting a group of enemies is a little harder to manage.
You get what for?
There are multiple weapons to find, and each of them requires skills that need to be leveled up. Combat is difficult as every strike counts. It really makes victory feel so much more rewarding.
Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
We don't want to get too deep into the story, but if you are even a bit into history or stories about knights and the Dark Ages, this will be right up your alley. The characters are excellent and believable, and even though the voice acting isn't perfect all the time, it's still impressive to see the amount of detail that was put into this game. Not only in the characters, but especially the game world. This game also has the most beautiful forests we've ever seen. Everything you do influences something else. Even fast traveling will influence Henry's sleep and hunger, for example. This also means that Kingdom Come Deliverance is not a fast-paced game. Everything in this game is kind of slow, ranging from combat to crafting potions. Things simply took a lot longer in those times, and even that's represented in the game.
This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh?
Kingdom Come Deliverance does come with some flaws. One of the things we really hate is the save system. Saving can only be done by sleeping on a bed or reaching a crucial part in the story. Otherwise, you will need to drink a very expensive potion. It's kind of ridiculous to charge in-game money to save.
All right, blacksmith boy.
On top of that, you will walk into bugs and glitches. There are many invisible walls and you can even die by getting stuck in the environment. It's very frustrating to lose a lot of progress because of something that's not your fault. And there are also some performance issues, especially when you enter a busy town. And there are a lot of loading screens. Every conversation needs to be loaded, and that gets annoying fast.
Ask.
I can come back later if you...
Run back to mama, boy! Come on!
Kingdom Come Deliverance really delivers a stunning world with an interesting story. Its combat system, role-playing mechanics, and simulation gameplay all work nicely together. But it's such a pity to see this gem being tainted by bugs, glitches, and a stupid save game system. However, it's really refreshing to play an RPG that trades magic for realistic forests, castles, and swords. We give it a 4 out of 5.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.